And we're back. Did you move at all?
You said free, so I stopped. I took my break.
All right, guys. So again, if you didn't watch our last video, I'll put that in somewhere on the screen. And quick summary on this. For Wheel of Fortune, we want your ideas on there. Don't put stuff like hot sauce anymore because we're tired of that stuff.
Unless you want us to discuss about hot sauces, but it's not a good subject.
Yeah, it's not entertaining. So,
no bugs.
Yeah, no, but things that are like, support the other team for a day. Things like that, just whatever, just banter stuff.
We'll be using this all the time. Let us know. For today, we're using it as subjects to talk about. Sometimes we spark up topics that we want to talk about, but it just takes the conversation into different directions. So, we're going to take those ideas, put them here, and like you can see here, we have multiple subjects. What we spin is what we're going to talk about, and that's where we'll keep it. So, that being said, I'll give it the first spin. As you can see, we picked one color for each, so the conversation is depending on the color. What do you got?
Best space to film.
Best space to film? All right. So
you guys seen 3 locations already.
So far, yes.
So, tell us which ones.
Which one did you like best?
As of right now, I'm liking Ricky's job because I had a couch to sit on.
Oh yeah, you're always sitting on chairs or benches.
So I'm sitting on this bench. I'm sitting on a chair back in the janitor's closet. So for me, comfort is pretty big, if I might have to say.
And
so I'm gonna go. It was cooler. It's hot in here too,
yeah.
boys. So I'm gonna say, and ladies. So I'm gonna say, Ricky's job.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna have to
What about you?
Yeah, Ricky's.
Ricky's spot?
Yeah.
You were dying that day though. You sure you were okay?
Yeah, I could lay down on the couch. In between breaks. Some quick snooze.
Yeah.
I gotta say Ricky's was comfortable, but I love being at home, so this is my corner. Of course,
I kind of want to give it a spin, to be honest.
I do. I was gonna tell you that. Give it another spin. Go for it.
Nerves. First time.
The price is right over here.
Damn,
Best place to film. So I was gonna say, I think it's a big company. There you go.
Yo, if you get it again, bro, go to Vegas.
Oh, thank God.
Green.
Triple G vs Canelo. Let's go,
Alright.
Canelo! Viva Mexico! That's it.
And it's on film. He's got it on film.
I second that.
Alright, cool. Do you want to get a little spin? A little last one? A little spin-a-rooney? Spin-a-rooney, you know what that is? Watch WWF back in the day. Sunday League refs. Yeah.
Oh, your favorite subject.
Eric's favorite subject.
Our favorite subject.
Favorite pastime.
Hey, don't call me out. I didn't get a.
It's because
This
you.
time.
It's, no.
This time.
You wanna know why?
The first time it was his fault too.
No, wanna know why? It's because they gave him a hall pass.
How do I get the hall pass?
I don't know.
I'm
They're talking too much. That's
well,
why.
that's why the guy gave me the coach gave me the captaincy.
That's a hall pass. That's a hall pass.
Exactly. I'll take my hall pass.
That's his hall pass.
Yo,
So,
but-
Sunday League
yo.
refs. But let's get into it though, for real. How bad can they be?
All right, this is my favorite thing about Sunday League refs.
No, you know
They
what
show-
the thing is?
No, hold on. I gotta say this.
Okay.
They always show up with the whole getup: the socks, the shoes, the official shirts, and everything. But when you go look for the badge, it's just a big empty badge. It's like, dude, I know you're the guy, working Monday to Friday, just not watching soccer, doing anything. Like, I know you're not a real ref. I know you have no training. Don't
Yeah.
come at me when you have a patch.
Yeah,
you were
these
probably
guys-
playing in a league after this. Like,
I don't know if these are certified. I honestly.
they're
question
not.
that.
They're not.
You don't think so?
I don't think they're not in the league we're in. Not in the league we're in. And
We're
even in the other ones where they try to be certified, dude, they're terrible.
We're in a what's it called?
You're
We're in a black market league. No certification required.
There you go. No. It's one of those pickup leagues that it's official. It gets good, but you can tell that the guys are not official.
Yeah.
They're just like probably 6 guys who said, all right, cool, let's put a league together and we'll be the rest of it.
Yeah.
And they're making bank, and they're like, oh crap, we need more beer money. Here's your yellow, here's your yellow, here's your yellow.
Yeah, and because you gotta pay extra for that. So,
So how much have you spent on reds and yellows this year?
I'm sorry, it didn't land on red, so we don't talk about that. So let's take it into best of the rest. I'm sorry, Eddie spun it. Eddie spun it. We spoke about it.
He has a point.
I'm gonna think of a pun for this. Eddie spun it. I don't know. So,
You need Ricky for that.
what deal something?
Ricky.
Best of the rest. We'll start off with the Inter vs Roma game because I think that's like more of like a news grabber as far as the VAR being used.
Yeah.
You're an Inter fan. How do you feel about the game?
So, basically, VAR took away 3 goals, which, I mean, they weren't goals because, I mean, VAR had the right calls and all that. But, in my opinion, VAR necessarily didn't need to be used in those situations because the linesmen could have seen those were offside.
Yeah, but that's where the debate comes. The play is happening so quickly. How are they expected to see that? Like, it's too fast.
For the Asamoah goal, which was an amazing goal, by the way.
Yes, perfect.
What's it called? The linesman should have been at the touchline already, seeing that the ball had already crossed out of bounds.
Okay.
They should have lifted up the flag regardless.
Absolutely.
And they would have been like, and no need to stop the entire game for the VAR and to look at the video and all that stuff.
But
they did.
They did, and it was the right call.
Yeah. And then for Sampdoria's goal, same thing. He was obviously offside. Anybody could have seen that. The linesman should have just lifted up the flag, and that's it. But no, they had to go to VAR and just continually stopping the game. So that's what I'm saying.
But see,
so that's what I'm saying. Like the refs now are relying too much on that. They're gonna become more obsolete.
But there is no pause. There is a natural pause after the goal. All right, the supposed goal goes in. There's a pause no matter what. So might as well go to the VAR.
I get that, but I'm saying
you're assuming that the ref could have called
the linesman should just lifted up the flags. That's it.
But what?
There was no need to go.
The reason they keep the flag down is in case they are actually wrong and it's not an offside.
So what's the point of them being there?
Yeah.
To call throw-ins.
No, there's
tradition.
To call throw-ins. That's it.
Tradition.
And even that is still, I guess, wrong all the time.
They still gotta do this.
Because that
let the sub in. I mean, check the chain guard.
That's what's starting to piss me off now is that they're becoming too reliant on VAR that you guys aren't really doing your job anymore.
Yep.
Like you're becoming obsolete, so that's on you guys. You guys are about to lose your jobs if this continues going like that.
Honestly, if there were no refs, I don't know how I would see this game.
It's weird. It's
like
weird.
A big guy in the sky just watching over the whole game.
Flashing red light when something happens and I have to pause the game or something. I don't know.
I'm still going with the one center guy with
the linesmen have to do their job. I'm like, don't continuously.
That's not one of
VAR is there.
That's my biggest fear about. I hate talking about VAR all the time, but it just comes up all the time. That's my biggest fear about it. That these refs are gonna no longer want to call calls because
but you know what?
VAR.
I think when there's an offside that's a clear offsides, all right, cool. He's gonna lift his flag. But when it's tight, if he lifts his flag and it goes and turns into a goal, then it's like, why did you lift your flag? You should have let the play run to see if it was or wasn't. For clear and obvious offsides and things of that nature, I think it's fine. But let the play finish. Let the play finish. I mean, naturally, after both goals, there was a chance to review. They reviewed it. No goal. Keep playing.
One, it kills the flow of the game.
But the calls were right, though.
But I think it
I understand the calls are right.
And everything.
But the linesmen didn't do their job. That's what I'm saying.
You're right. The
linesmen didn't do their job because they were like, well, we have VAR. Just let somebody else take care of that.
But what we don't know is whether they actually would have made the right call.
They basically just want to delegate their responsibilities onto somebody else.
And that's what I'm saying. But how do you know if he was going to make the right call or not? Like, we know VAR will give us the right answer. So why are they going to take a risk of making a call when they could possibly be wrong? If they're 80% sure that it was offsides, why would he call it when he knows that VAR will give him 100% correct answer?
So that's when you get rid of that linesman and bring somebody else in because they're going to actually do the job.
No, you bring a robot, you just cancel the game.
No. I still like how they run up and down the line and pretend like they're doing something. They've always gotten it wrong. I don't like them now. And why are you?
It's not just that though, because they actually
they're not
the main
ref.
Even the main ref. He sees a suspicious call, he won't call it. He didn't call that foul. He
won't call it until somebody gets on his ears like, yo, review this.
Yeah, he won't call it. For example, today against the Barcelona game.
Yes.
Well, we'll save it for later, but.
All right, when we get to it, we'll talk about it. But
whatever. So skip. All right. So
that being said, did Inter have a good game or not? What do you think?
Yeah, Inter had a good game because they were attacking the entire time.
Yeah,
they broke them down a couple times. Obviously, they were offsides, and one of them was out of bounds. And then at the end, they get one. The 94th minute, it was just if you guys watched the game, you could hear the eruption in the crowd.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it in the video before because you were talking about how Mo Salah and everybody needs to connect.
Yeah.
So there's been that criticism that Icardi and Nangolan haven't been connecting, and I think it's either one of those two players came out and says that we need to connect better, and once we connect better, we can go far with this team.
Yeah, and that's the connection.
Those are two top tier players.
Nangolan, quality.
Nangolan's amazing. Icardi's maybe top 5 strikers in the world right now. So,
but it's good that they recognize that, because most of the time you see players who don't recognize that and don't want to work on it, and it's like, come on, you're at the level, the highest level. Don't you want to be the best? Then work on when you need to make work. Everybody else in the world can see it, and you guys don't figure it out, and they have. So good on them. They did good this week, right? They won today. They won midweek. They're doing well.
Well, I think Coppa Italia is this week, so
we need to get Spurs fans on here because
they're scared.
We'll get somebody on because
Spurs fans will get you on.
We're getting you guys too hard.
Yeah, we're gunning on you. We're gunning on you. Manchester United too, right?
Next we have Eddie. Can you say the word for me versus Juve? The team for me.
What was it? Frosinone.
It's not like that.
Our local Italian speaker.
Right.
Where the game ended 2-0. Juventus won that one. Ronaldo scored a goal after having another amazing goalkeeping save.
Yeah.
Let's think. How do you guys feel his season's gonna go with Juventus? Especially now that he has a 1-game suspension for.
I'll tell you something. He's not gonna break the record for most goals in the Champions League anymore. I don't think he'll have a great Champions League.
Oh, you campaign at all?
No, I don't think he'll have
him individually or
him individually. Him individually. And I think that's what he goes for, to better himself every time. I think this was going to be a little bit of a dip. A dip for him is still better than probably 90% of the other players in the Champions League, but I think he's going to have a slight dip. There's too much going on. He's getting older. He's going to a new team. There's an adaptation time, and now with the red card and all that just happened, it's gonna cause some turmoil, I think,
within himself,
and
yeah, he left Real Madrid because of personal reasons, as Perez came out and said. He's
exactly
welcome here, yeah.
So maybe this year he's gonna dip a little bit, but again, a dip for him isn't like it's a great season for anybody else.
Yeah, a dip for him is my key to success in life.
But I said it before, like the numbers he had in La Liga is not the numbers he's gonna get in Serie A.
Yeah,
but him still being there, he's gonna get great numbers in Serie A.
Yeah, if he gets So what number does he need to reach goals in the league for Juventus for it to be a successful season?
For him, I'd say 20.
Him?
20?
Well,
you wouldn't expect the goals higher?
I'm basing it off of Prem
Serie A, like you watch some of the games, the goalies are amazing, the defenses are hard to break down.
What's the record right now for most goals in the season? I think it's Higuain's, right? He's at
Serie A.
Serie A.
Like 32, I think, something like that.
All right, so I don't expect him to get up there. So, that being said, I mean, I say 25 goals would be a good season for him. I think he'll get there though. He's already 2 goals in, 3 goals in.
3.
Well,
3.
That's not bad.
And to win is 36.
36.
Who got 36?
Is it Icardi or
no?
No, it is Gino Rossetti from Puerto Rico in 19.
Really? That's most goals in one campaign?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was just broken by Higuain.
No, I think Modelo has.
No, probably in like the new system, probably.
That could be it. All right, so if he does get 25 goals in the league,
maybe you could be wrong too. To be honest with you,
they purchased him for the Champions League though. So it doesn't matter what he does in the league. They purchased him for the Champions League.
They did, yeah, they did.
So far he's having a pretty bad Champions League.
No, he's having the worst start you could have to Champions League.
Exactly.
Red card, no goal,
but there's so few games in the Champions League that you can't afford to get the first few bad.
Exactly.
Like every single one has to be perfect.
So now from I mean they'll get out of group stage.
They'll get out of the group stage, yeah. But
so he has to show up in every other round.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he wants to be considered the GOAT, he has to be every single round.
Absolutely. And it's difficult because if you think about it, they did. He was part of a team that had mistakes in the group stage last season.
Yes.
They faltered against the Spuds once or twice maybe. They had a difficult time. They almost faltered against Juventus.
Yeah.
They had difficult times. Liverpool last season had a perfect Champions League. One game they had bad. Champions League final. and that cost him the whole thing.
So
That's how tight the margins are in Champions League. So he's had his in the group stage. Let's see if he doesn't have them in the knockout round.
Since I'm gonna start with the 80s. So since the 80s, there's only been two times where a player has scored more than 30 goals in Serie A.
All right. Okay, so those are decent margins. He's 3 in right now. We'll see where he goes. I mean, Juventus were expected to win this game. Honestly, I didn't know who they were playing. We're talking about it because it's his 3rd goal. But really, is this to be having a conversation over? Juventus winning this.
I mean, they should be winning this. But that was because of his. I just wanted to kind of question his form and his mentality right now. But
I'll tell you something though. When his teammate did score, he didn't get mad. So that's improvement for him.
That's banter.
That's personal
Still
improvement.
too early.
And that's banter from the Barcelona fans. Next we have.
You did agree with us before camera started rolling.
No proof. Next game we have Real Madrid Espanyol. That was yesterday. We just talked about the Juventus game, which was today. But Real Madrid Espanyol, I think
it's the first time Real Madrid take the trip out to Barcelona.
Real Madrid. I know I'm supposed to do it for this, but I can't even. Sorry,
not for this.
Not even for this. I already told you my issues with Bean Sports, bro. I can't get the fucking app to work.
Yeah.
So
I mean, obviously, right I watched the game, and I have to say it was a hard-fought game. We did walk out with that 1-0 win. And there was Asensio. I'm so excited for him. This kid's young, phenomenal.
Okay, so here's a question for you, and again, I'm gonna bring it back to Ronaldo because it's interesting now that he's left. I'm seeing Bale step up, Benzema step up, Asensio step up, Isco step up. Was he a stopgap for all these guys to develop?
No. The Real Madrid played, well, I guess if you ask it like that, then yes. But the Real Madrid at the time was designed to play for Ronaldo, I think.
And now it seems like other people are popping up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way Lopetegui kind of set up the team. He set up a team.
Yeah.
Instead of relying on one player.
Yeah.
Like obviously we had this discussion on the other video where we're like when they start hitting a rut and they want to give the ball to somebody like you'll create something.
Yeah.
Who's it gonna be? Like I said that before about Messi. Once Messi leaves, like
once
we hit a rut, like today, we saw them. We'll get that.
Guys, there's 10 minutes left. Get the ball to Messi.
Yeah. So we'll get that. We'll talk about that when we get to because we're talking about Real Madrid.
Yeah.
But yeah. There's gonna be that time where you guys are gonna get stuck and you guys need to get the ball to somebody.
I'm not saying it's gonna be Bell.
Think it's gonna be Bell?
Yeah, he has the eyes on the prize this season.
Yes.
He's in the. Not gonna what I'm praying that he stays healthy and fit, and I think
that's where I think the fault's gonna come in, and that's if it happens, I think it's because he can't get on the field because of an injury. Otherwise, there's no reason why you guys can't go all the way, no matter what competition it is.
So let's say
I'm nervous.
Let's say worst case he doesn't perform. Let's say like he stays healthy but doesn't perform to what you guys think.
Mm-hmm.
You think he's gonna be he would be able to handle the blame?
Yeah, I mean after all the after being
he doesn't really
shunned.
understand Spanish, so he's gonna be like, well, what are you saying?
I mean not being shunned, right? After being criticized for so long, and after.
But you think that was like Real Madrid, or do you think that was like Zidane's doing kind of?
No, I think it was Real Madrid, the fans, because the fans are slow.
I mean, they did turn on Ronaldo too.
Good. I'm. You know what? Cheers to you for saying that because it's hard. It's not usual every day that you hear a Real Madrid fan say that the fans are spoiled.
Well, we are.
You are, but it to admit it. And you're right. You guys have given Bale way too much shit. When you first got him the first season,
I give him shit for the longest.
I know, but I remember the first season he came in. He won you guys the Champions League with Di Maria, and everybody was like, he was way too much money. I'm like, guys, he just won you the Champions League.
Then again, that's my perception on how on our Real Madrid fans around here. And I get from over there too because I read the articles and it's always banter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When it's going bad, when it's going good, it's
Yeah, because I remember last year you guys turned on Ronaldo even before.
You guys were turning on him hardcore, but
I don't turn on.
Well, not you. I'm
not you, but the general fan base. So
who knows who they are, but no, I think that Bell can handle the pressure.
You think he can?
Yeah, I mean he's been through so much, and seeing I think Ronaldo in that spotlight, in that pressure, he should know what he's getting into, because he's gonna be the next guy.
Good point.
You know, you gotta step into something like that. So what he did. Hopefully.
Hey, he's been seeing the spotlight for years. Now, when he steps into it, he better be ready.
One thing that I just have to mention real quick, even though it's not really La Liga or anything related, but how is his goal in Champions League not nominated for the best goal in Champions League?
Oh, that should have won it. Don't get
The winning goal?
Yeah.
The winning goal? No, the second goal, the chilena. The bicycle kick. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was the winning goal.
Yeah,
that wasn't the third one, was it?
No, but
It was the second one. It was the second
technically
one.
the winning goal. The third one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with Liverpool, it should have been the third goal because that's the one that put us in the ground. I think we would have gotten the second back if it hadn't come through. Carriers. I hope we're doing good in Turkey.
Oh, speaking of carriers, quick little not shout out to carriers, but a little mention about carriers. Before we started recording, we were reading an article about carriers saying he's obviously still not over the Champions League loss and he is trying to get his confidence back in Besiktas.
Yeah.
And he has yet to keep a clean sheet at Besiktas.
Only been 3 games, but yeah.
I mean, everybody's known that Besiktas, like, their fans are insane. When you walk in there, there's a big sign that says "Welcome to Hell."
So was it a good idea for him to go there?
That's what I thought when he went there, and I was like, he's going to Besiktas with those fans.
Yeah.
I was like, man, why, man?
But when you're in a place where you're like, I need to get my confidence back, you sort of have to put yourself in firing line. Yeah, and maybe that's what he's trying to do.
He's trying to sink or swim at this point because
Exactly.
if he does bad, he's sinking all the way
by
down.
fire. So.
Exactly. So.
All right. So
I mean, he has a 2-year loan, and
based on performance, it's either whether they have to buy him or
yeah.
he goes back to Liverpool.
He goes back to Liverpool, and even in Liverpool, I don't think there's a spotlight for him. If Alisson,
There's not.
If Alisson is the goalkeeper that we think he's gonna be, so.
And then Mignolet goes, what's gonna happen is Karius will go back. If he doesn't,
Alright, so anyway, enough of the Liverpool talk. We're in the rest of the world now.
No, yeah. Hey, you called him out.
No,
did I call him out? I might have called him out. I'm sorry.
I'm just agreeing like an idiot. Like, yeah.
It's 2-on-1. I love this. I always have 2-on-1 on me. So yeah, sorry. We keep talking about Karius, bringing back to Liverpool. I know, my bad. So.
All right. So let's backtrack. We went from Karius.
Yes.
To Champions League final, to Bills win a Champions League final on Liverpool pitch, to having for the Champions League goal of the year season, and back to Real Madrid versus Espanyol. And 1-0 win. Essentially came through. Like literally backtrack that conversation. And what's it called? It was a good game. Mariano came on. He did pretty good. I feel like I'm excited to see him do work.
Is he getting back to full fitness?
No,
I'm not saying like he got injured during Champions League, but I did catch it.
He was tired.
He did get tired.
Yeah, he looked winded. So, but no, he got on towards the end of the game or second half. So he seemed pretty fine to me.
He might be a good impact player to have throughout.
Yeah, I mean, this team is gonna be so young.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's what scares me because Barcelona's pretty old.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
all
pretty
the
old.
replacements are.
No, I mean we do have pretty good replacements. We have Arthur, and we have Malcolm, and we have a couple kids coming off. Dennis Suarez, I'm always a big fan of him. So
they have. I mean, that was just talk about Barcelona now.
Let's transition because I don't want to hear more about Real Madrid. It's 2-on-1 today. So, what do you think of today's game? I'm a little disappointed.
I'm disappointed. We got the red card.
Correct call.
I'm not saying it wasn't the correct call.
There was VAR. I saw it. I'm not 100% convinced that it was a red card, but because you can only review and give a red card from the resulting review, he got a red card. It looked like yellow, maybe a red, but
it was Ramos' red card.
No, it isn't. He doesn't even get a foul called on him. Oh wait, we're going back to Champions League final. Anyways, do you think it was red?
Yeah, I thought it was red.
You thought it was red?
Yeah.
You really think he flung the elbow on purpose? It wasn't just a follow through trying to reach over the ball?
I don't think he did it on purpose.
Let me see. You went like this, right? Like this? Or like this?
No. He got the ball and then he tried to break left, and when he was breaking left, he was pulling his arm through, and it was like he was turning.
No.
What was left elbow? Breaking right. It was high.
He was high though.
He was high. That's right. So
damn, sports science here.
So I mean, on top of that,
we do everything, guys.
The kid isn't a starter. I mean, like.
I would say he cost us a game, because all of a sudden they had one more, and it affected us. It truly did.
The one thing I did like though is that during the final 10 minutes, Barcelona was starting to get away from give the ball to Messi and have him do something.
Coutinho was
Because
a big one.
we did notice a lot that there was like Messi Coutinho, Messi Coutinho, Messi
Yes.
Coutinho,
Yes.
Messi Rakitic
Yes.
Coutinho.
Yeah.
So I think Coutinho is now being
That clutch man.
Problem is,
How-
he's
being
not
nurtured.
Messi clutch. But who's Messi?
No,
clutch?
he's being nurtured to be the next one.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I mean
one.
that'll probably be a conversation for another day, but he might be the one to take over for Barca.
What name
It-
wanted?
It should have been Neymar, but
He chose to leave and go to someone else's, shadow. It's fine.
But no, it was a good game overall. But I think I know the answer to this question already. But I have to ask you guys: is it BK's time to go?
No.
I don't know because he ended up scoring and ties
Yeah.
the game.
So again, he did cost 2 goals.
He did.
No, because we don't have a replacement. That's why no. If we had a replacement, I'd be okay with
Okay,
him
so
stepping
the
up.
question is it time to replace BK?
Yes.
Well, I think Liverpool took his replacement.
Liverpool took everybody replacement. That guy's.
To
Stop going back to Liverpool.
I'm just saying because you agree with me.
It is.
So
It
is it time to replace
'Cause who-
BK?
I think it is.
Because Real Madrid had the other guy, fucking Varane, which would have been perfect.
Yeah.
And you can say the same thing about Umtiti going to them to replace to Ramos. So
Yeah, but
we each other have each other's replacement.
yeah, but
Yeah.
is it time? I mean, there are better center backs I would want to say than BK at his current form.
I think so.
But we need one at a young age though that we grow into the
Yes.
squad. That's the issue.
We need one that's got
John
4 to 5
Stone-
years.
John Stones already went to Man City, and as we can see, Man City don't sell players.
They
The
buy
top tier players, they don't.
They buy him.
They buy-
So-
They buy them and they keep them.
So there's no defender you would want to have that would aside from.
I can't think of
and-
one. Can
and
you
Varane.
think of one?
No, I'm just asking.
Like,
I don't
even,
know.
like on top of your head, who would replace Ramos? Young that you can
Nacho.
nurture into the squad.
Nacho.
Monreal?
Really?
No, Nacho Fernandez.
Oh, Nacho Fernandez.
Oh,
You already
okay.
have him.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
So you're
start.
okay. You're okay with him being Sergio
I'm
playing.
so confident with
You're
him.
fine. Okay. All right. Good. We don't have that,
No, that's what I'm saying.
and I think it's time. And I don't know who would we go to?
Because
No
I mean,
idea.
again, those 2 goals, they were his fault. He couldn't.
Like, I would
get the
have liked Davison Sanchez. He's a pretty decent
from
guy.
Spurs.
Eric Bailly's pretty good too. It'd be nice, but he's injury prone.
Koulibaly.
Koulibaly would definitely be a good look.
Virgil van Dijk, but I don't want him to go there. So, honestly, of that level, we're talking Barcelona here. We're talking Barcelona.
Because even if you look at
Name the big name defenders.
So who the fuck was the other guy that got the red card?
Huh?
Who's the other guy that got the red card? He's a center back, and I have no idea who he is.
Didn't he come from the first league?
yeah, legit.
Legit. Yeah. He's. I don't know. The purchases that Valverde has made, I'm not 100% convinced of yet. They're nice. They seem like good squad players, but they're not a big name other than
Yeah,
Coutinho. But that's
yeah.
because they drop money like crazy. I want to see them
Coutinho,
find
Malcolm.
strong young players that they can build, but they don't
Yeah,
have.
so we got Malcolm and Arthur, but those are attacking players.
Exactly. So, what I liked was when Puyol was on the team, he had Piqué there, and Piqué learned a lot from him. But whoever's going to step into the team and learn from Piqué isn't going to get as great of an education as Piqué got from Puyol, because Puyol was the man. The man.
Oh yeah.
So-
Tarzan.
amongst the goats.
How do we replace a Piqué and whoever understudies under him have him become better? There isn't. You got to buy someone that's great.
So, because it seems like you already have that in Messi with Coutinho.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying for.
So that's what I noticed today a lot. I mean, we saw it too.
Yeah.
And who's your backup CDM? Because Xavi that was already aging, and you have Busquets who's already aging.
Backup CDM, we'd have to go out and get one, unless there's somebody in the books. I mean, somebody in the
Yeah.
in the academy. Because I know there's
Yeah.
one kid. I always forget his name. He's Dutch. He has an afro.
Oh, Xavi Hernandez. No,
Not Xavi. No, he's Dutch.
Xavi something. Xavi
Yeah,
Simmons. Xavi Simmons.
He is disgusting.
Yeah, he's
but
pretty
he's
young.
mad young.
Yeah.
So it would be about like 6 years before we see.
There's
him.
renovating a renaissance period that needs to occur at Barcelona but I don't know if it's going to occur as Messi starts to leave the club or after Messi's left. I think it needs to start occurring now so that Messi can take those youngins and make them great. But I know Messi wants to win. So when you're rebuilding, you're not going to win. Mm-hmm. And Messi said he wants to win the Champions League this year. So it's do or die. That's what it's coming down to. And Piqué is the one we're going to have to use.
All right, this is like a long. This is my last question.
All right.
It's a shot in the dark. What if Barcelona don't even get to, let's say, semis?
It's a failure.
Ooh, it's a failure.
What's going on in Messi's mind?
Get Harry Kane?
Bad players?
Yeah. No, I said in the other video.
Now. That's your game.
So last question. What if Barcelona don't even make it to the semifinals of the Champions League?
It's a failure for me.
But what's going on in Messi's mind?
Sign Harry Kane.
And then we're going back into the same thing. We don't get it, let's sign. We don't get it, let's sign. We don't get it, let's sign. And it's not the circle that was built for around Barcelona. Not the Barcelona that I fell in love with. You know what I mean? But it's
Messi was the last attacker to come out the La Masia.
Mm-hmm.
We've always replaced defenders and midfielders, and the top three were always world class. Because we'll go back to Ronaldinho. We had Messi. We had Thierry Henry, Juli. We had David Villa. We had Belletti.
Yeah.
So Sami Eto'o. We always had top tier attackers. The La Masia always took care of the defense and the midfielders for the most part.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want the Masia to start providing back into the first team, but I don't see it happening, and I don't see it happening within the next 2 years, and that's when it needs to happen for Messi, because I don't know how much longer he's gonna have after that. So,
I mean, no
like you said, we have to buy. That's if we don't get there. Why are we not gonna get there? It's either one of two reasons. We're not gonna score goals, which is highly doubtful with the attacking power we have. So it's gonna be a defense. We go back to the PK conversation. How are we gonna replace PK? We have to buy. We don't have time to build a defense. You know what I mean? So we'll see where it ends. Hopefully someone can partner up with Umtiti, but I don't see PK and Umtiti breaking the partnership. So we saw today without Umtiti, we were shitty.
Yeah.
Shitty. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for the rest of the rest.
That's pretty much like the issue in the entire league. I mean, the entire leagues.
For the most
Top tier
part,
defenders are hard to come by. Like Arsenal's having that issue right now.
Challenge accepted.
Yo, what happened to Man City?
Chelsea have David Luiz in the back, bro.
Yeah.
Still.
I don't know.
Like the top tier defenders are hard to come by.
They are.
What's it called?
They're a dying breed.
Manchester United is supposed to be a Mourinho style defensive team, and you can see them
Chris
leaking goals
Smalling
left and right.
and Johnny Evans, is it?
Chris Smalling's pretty good.
And you even see with like Real Madrid, for example, they have amongst the best defenders in the world, but you still see all the faults that we have sometimes.
Well, that's considering for Ramos thinks he's a forward, so.
It's supposed to be good. We got
Exactly.
As we saw that today too.
Oh my God, jeez. Mirror image. Why do we hate each other? Okay.
They hate each other because they look in the mirror, bro.
That being said, guys, that wraps up this Euro Best of the Rest, the little Euro trip that we did. Again, please let us know what you want to put on this Wheel of Fortune. And like and subscribe to this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you want to see our other videos, you'll see them all around the screen. Follow us on our social media outlets. Edgar, do you want to give it a try?
Welcome to Edgar's Corner. Goodbye. Take care. Oh wait, what were we doing? Not gonna happen.
All our handles are gonna be in the description below. And guys, we hope to see you guys next episode. And again,
it's been fun. Peace.